FM in HD1 New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Eileen LaPalmer's our writer, and with Chris Roush at the editor's desk, I'm Paul Murnane.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, New York.
Good morning. 77 degrees at 10 o'clock. I'm Kathleen Marple-Calvin. Here's what's happening. 11 people shot, 3 killed early today at a Crown Heights lounge. 1010 Wins' Amanda Alexander has a story from the scene. New twist of the protest at Federal Plaza. Demonstrators are set to call on Governor Hochul to cut off the power today.
She needs to stand up to the federal government and make it very clear that they are not going to have a beachhead in lower Manhattan.
Demonstrators say ICE is holding people in horrific conditions. Just what they want to hear in Red Hook. The public pool reopens today after weeks of repairs. Red state reinforcements. 3 states are sending National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. to support President Trump's federal police takeover. Aaron is out there. The first Atlantic hurricane of the season weakens to Category 3, but is still a threat. Rip currents are the big concern here. It's Yanks at Cardinals this afternoon. The Mets host Mariners tonight. 1010 Wins AccuWeather. Mostly sunny, hot, humid, chance of a storm late, and a high of 90. Wednesday time 10:01. Let's get you where you need to go with Jody Vale.
Well, all we can say is avoid the turnpike in New Jersey, at least part of it. Orange cones and lane closures. It's a real mess from an earlier overturned tractor trailer from earlier this morning, and road work on the turnpike. And Patty calling us on the 1010 Wins traffic tip line, trying to take that southbound turnpike, Western Spur, quickly turned around. Yep, this is right near interchange 15W for 280. That's where the left and center lanes are blocked. Crawls from Route 3, so just say no. Eastern Spur is clear. Parkway's moving. A little stop and go southbound between Route 78 to Union, but really no big deal. If you do see something on the roadways, let us know. 844-JAM-1010. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Oy vey, it's trouble at the GWB, upper level outbound. Road work, broken down vehicle, and an earlier crash that's since been cleared under the apartments, but that center lane still blocked. So we have outbound delays. It's about 15 to 20. Nope, I would make it 25 to 30 now. And it's just super slow from the Cross Bronx westbound. Delays are going back to 3rd Avenue. And then minor delays on the inbound side, of course. Lincoln and Holland, they're moving. Brooklyn-bound Verrazano slowdowns from the Staten Island Expressway at Lily Pond Avenue. Traffic is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. Jody Vale, 1010 Wins and 92.3 FM.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, proud sponsor of the New York Yankees.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
A multiple shooting in Brooklyn early today. 11 people were hit and 3 died. This happened just after 3 a.m. at a restaurant and lounge in Crown Heights. 1010 Wins' Amanda Alexander has a story from the scene.
It was a bloody end to a night here at this lounge. Taste of the city. Marie says she was inside.
It was like 3-something. I was sitting down by the window. All I heard is like a couple got shot. And I was just trying to get out to save my life.
Police say 3 men ages 27, 35, and an unknown age didn't make it. But Marie isn't sure if her friend was one of them.
I was just here all around, walk around, going crazy looking for my friend. So now I went to the car. I saw the car is there. I don't see him, so it gotta be something happened to him.
She says she's feeling...
I'm hurt. I want to know what happened to my friend. Because he was next to me. I couldn't say nothing to him. I was just trying to get out, to save my life.
Amanda Alexander, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM in Crown Heights.
A new twist today on the protest at Federal Plaza. Demonstrators are asking Governor Hochul to cut off the power. State Assembly member Robert Carroll says ICE is holding immigrants in awful conditions, and he tells 1010 Wins Hochul, the State Department of Public Service, and Con Ed can stop it.
It's in the authority of the governor of the state of New York to call this a public health emergency and use her authority to direct the Department of Public Service to shut the power off at 26 Federal Plaza.
The protest comes just days after a 7-year-old student at a Queens elementary school was detained with her mother after a routine check at Federal Plaza. Councilmember Shakar Krishnan represents Dyra's district. He tells 1010 Wins he and Assemblymember Catalina Cruz are doing what they can to help.
We are in direct contact with the family. We are in direct contact with legal services organizations to make sure they have effective legal representation. This family is not alone. Jackson Heights, Elmhurst, our city stands with them.
Advocates of the girl, her mother, and 19-year-old brother fled Ecuador because of domestic violence. Their initial asylum request was denied, but they continued following the process. Dara's brother was sent to a different facility in Newark. He was supposed to be starting college soon. Department of Homeland Security put out a statement describing the mother and children as illegal aliens, saying they received final orders of removal from an immigration judge. A man was stabbed to death in a Queen Street yesterday afternoon. Police say they were called around 4 p.m. and found a 43-year-old with a single wound to the chest outside the home on 119th Avenue near Sutton Boulevard in South Jamaica. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition and doctors could not save him. His name not released till the family is notified. No arrests so far. You know you spend too much time doing it, but you're probably doing it right now. Scrolling.
Do you spend 6 hours a day on screens? Well, a study says that's the average in New York. Courtney, however, laughs it off.
I think that's probably a low ball. I think they probably spend a lot more time. I know I spend a lot more time than 6 hours probably. Probably like 7. Between 6 and 8 probably, which is bad,
But for Celine, it's not optional. It's her livelihood.
This is her work online. Probably a lot. Maybe max 6 hours. Yeah, 5-6 hours. I don't really scroll, that's the thing, but I do answer a lot of messages.
Phones may be a paycheck for some, but for the rest, they're just pickpocketing our time. Darius Rantia's 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM in Washington Square Park.
It's a great day for a swim in Red Hook, and people can actually enjoy the public pool today. It reopens this morning after weeks of repairs. Officials telling Gotham as the pool was closed in late June after a water line broke while workers were filling it for the start of the outdoor season. When repairs were done, the city suggested people use the pools in Sunset Park and Gowanus, but both of them are a mile or more away. The pool's stray area did stay open. The work reportedly took so long because they'd been waiting for parts. Residents can now enjoy the pool for what's left of the summer season. Pools close on September 7th. 77 degrees right now, going up to 90 in Midtown. Coming up next, the red states are sending reinforcements to D.C.
Scott Stanford here with my good friend Michael Barish of Barish and McGarry. They are the lawyers for the 9/11 community. Michael, we're always reporting about how the World Trade Center health program is getting cut. What is Barish and McGarry doing for the responders and the civilians?
We are fighting because this is personal to us. We've been down to Washington many times that they owe an obligation to the 9/11 community to provide full funding.
If you had to give me one word to describe Barish and McGarry and the 9/11 community, what would it be?
Personal, because so many people in my office have lost loved ones. So many people have cancer. I'm a cancer survivor from 9/11. We take this so personally, which is why we're fighting to correct this injustice.
Michael, what can our listeners do to help you fight to get the full funding for that health program?
Contact us and join the fight. We'll tell you exactly what you can do to help.
Again, just contact Barish and McGarry at 911awards.com. That's 911awards with an S.com. Barish and McGarry, they are the lawyers for the 9/11 community.
The red states are sending in reinforcements. 3 Republican-led states deploying hundreds of members of the National Guard to join the Trump administration's takeover of the Washington, D.C. Police Department.
West Virginia's governor said he was sending up to 400 National Guard troops to the Capitol at President Trump's request. They'll join soldiers already deployed with D.C. police on the streets of the district. The troops may be armed. That's a major shift that comes after the president deployed them to, quote, take back the Capitol, even as local authorities report crime falling in the district.
That's correspondent Eureka Duncan reporting. South Carolina has promised 200 troops, Ohio 150, and the federal takeover has sparked concerns and protests. New concern about same-sex marriage as conservatives formally asked the Supreme Court to overturn the decade-old landmark ruling. This fall, a former Kentucky clerk who spent 6 days in jail for refusing to issue licenses to gay couples on religious grounds is appealing a jury verdict in a way that could actually give the court the chance to overturn the Obergefell versus Hodges decision that legalized same-sex marriage. It's unclear, though, if the justices will get involved. Now this message, Hanover Bank, forward together. Visit hanoverbank.com today.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Wednesday's time, 10:11. Coming up, tracking Hurricane Erin. Right now, let's get you where you need to go with Jody Vale.
Well, New Jersey, it's kind of hard to do that. Let's talk about the awfulness on the turnpike. Orange cones, lane closures, a real mess from an earlier overturned tractor trailer and road work on the New Jersey Turnpike Western Spur, southbound after interchange 15W for 280. That's where the left and center lanes are blocked. Delays almost back to Route 3, though. Eastern Spur, that's getting crowded. Probably because I told you to take it. Still much better than the Western Spur. Parkway's better than their turnpike. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We've got the troubles at the GWB, upper level outbound, road work, earlier crash. It's been cleared, but now we have a broken down vehicle under the apartments. The center lane is blocked, and it's a big old crawl heading to the west side of Manhattan. From under the apartments, lower levels not much better, and we're seeing about 25 to 30-minute delays now. Minor delays on the inbound side, and we've got the westbound Cross Bronx all backed up to 3rd Avenue. And the Lincoln and Holland, it's moving both ways. Just some minor delays. In Westchester, some good news. Crash and a road closure, clearing out southbound on-ramp to the eastbound Cross County from the Bronx River Parkway. Jody Vale, 1010 Winds and 92.3 FM.
Now, the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
We're going to be hot and humid this afternoon, the last of its kind for a while, with sun and building clouds. That's going to lead to a thunderstorm later in the afternoon and evening. It can be gusty in places. Our high temperature right around 90 in Midtown. Later tonight, it becomes breezy with clouds and maybe a shower, the low 67. Breezy, much cooler, much less humid tomorrow. We start with clouds, then end with some sun. The high just 75. Will be in the mid-70s with more sun than clouds. Tuesday should be a nice day. And clouds and sun on Wednesday. A gusty breeze, the high about 78. Right now in Central Park with that sunshine, it's already 80. The humidity 69%. The wind southwest at 10. Repeating the current temperature, 80, headed to 90 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds and 92.3 FM.
We're probably not going to see Hurricane Erin, but we could well feel the effects of the massive storm. It's weakened to a Category 3 at the moment. Senior Hurricane Center Specialist Richard Patch.
Probably going to see some fluctuations in intensity up and down over the next couple of days due to changes in the inner core of the hurricane.
A tropical storm warning is up for the Turks and Caicos. It's expected to bring dangerous rip currents to the East Coast. Now, of course, stay with 1010 Winds for all the latest info as it comes in. City bike riders will soon have to prove they're old enough to rent one. Lyft, the ride-sharing company that runs the service, has agreed to start age verification after a request from City Hall. Rental service already requires riders to be over 16, but until now there's not been any way to prove it. Coming up, Mets and Yanks fans are hoping for a good end to the weekend.
Have you or a loved one been sickened in the Central Harlem Legionnaires outbreak? If you were, you may be entitled to recover money. Call Legionnaires lawyer Ronald Catter to see if you have a claim. He's won millions for New Yorkers just like you. You don't pay a legal fee unless he wins, and the call is free. Call 844-LEGION-4, 844-LEGION-4 to speak with the Legionnaires lawyer. That's 844-LEGION-4. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
For 24 years,
Plaza Jewish Community Chapel has been here for families across Metro New York, 24 hours a day. We're rooted in Jewish values, providing sacred service with transparency. From pre-planning services to bereavement support groups, Plaza is here to guide you. Visit plazajewish.org or call 212-769-4400 to plan ahead. Plaza Jewish Community Chapel, serving our community with heart and tradition for 24 years.
Now, sports.
The Yankees looking to regain their footing, knocked off the Cardinals last night 12-8 for their fourth win in their last 5 games. Ben Rice played the hero as he went 3 for 5 at the plate with 7 RBI.
I think we're in a good spot. I think we're just going to continue to just take it one series at a time. It's good that we got the win. We got to get the sweep tomorrow and just keep taking that momentum into each one.
The Yankees have now won back-to-back series for the first time since late May. Will Warren gets the start in the series finale against Miles Michaelis. First pitch on WFAN is at 2:15. Francisco Lindor stayed hot yesterday. Lindor went 2 for 4 and drove in a run as the Mets beat the Mariners 3-1. In his last 5 games, Lindor is 11 for 20 with 3 home runs and 6 RBI. Carlos Mendoza says he has noticed a difference in his shortstop.
I feel like the past 4 or 5 games, it's just different, pulling the ball with authority, going the other way, staying short, using the whole field, good takes, controlling the strike zone. It looks like the Francisco Lindor is getting locked in right now.
Clay Holmes gets the start tonight against George Kirby. First pitch on Odyssey Mets radio is at 7:10. Last night, Justin Fields struggled in his second preseason outing, finishing just 1 of 5 passing for 4 yards as the Jets fell to the Giants 31-12. MLS today, New York City FC takes on Nashville. Kickoff is at 5 p.m. From the WFAN Sports Desk, I'm Tony Pierno.
Need some help?